Hey everyone, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nikki.
And we are Cooking with Dakotas.
I'm a registered dietitian with professional culinary training.
And I'm a finance guy with barely any cooking experience. And together, we're gonna teach you and me how to cook in the kitchen. Today, we have a delicious meal for you. One of my favorites, pizza.
Yeah, so we're kind of switching it up a little with the traditional pizza. We're actually doing flatbreads for you today. We're not making the actual dough for you today, but we're just showing you a quick, simple meal that you can have when you're craving a pizza.
Let's check out our mise en place.
So with this pizza, we're actually going to be using Naan. This is a type of flatbread. This is often found at your local grocery store, and it could come in different flavors, whether it's like roasted garlic or herb blends, but we're gonna just use the traditional Naan today because we have a lot of different flavors with all of our toppings. Me and Brian do have fairly different tastes, so we have a different variety of toppings we're gonna be using and also sauces.
What's nice about this is, especially if you're having people over and you have a lot of different desires of taste or what they're feeling, you can make a homemade pizza so many different ways by just having multiple different toppings available. So that's what's really convenient about this and allows for variety, even just between two people eating.
So in this household, we always have pesto on hand. So that's actually what I'm gonna be using today. It's not homemade, but we may show you an episode in the future about how to make your own pesto.
We did make some homemade tomato sauce for this, and you'll be able to see the recipe below how to homemade this.
With this flatbread pizza, just whatever ingredients you have on hand, utilize them.
So we have some of the normal ingredients that you might use. We have some sliced tomato, some sliced yellow pepper that we'll be using, and some spinach, as well as cheeses, mozzarella cheese, and some goat cheese.
We have chicken. This is just from a rotisserie chicken that we use for a different meal, so we're just using leftovers for the topping for our pizzas. And then I also had some leftover hot sausage from a different recipe that I made that was in the freezer, so we just defrosted that and browned it up. But whatever meat you have on hand, even if it's some pepperoni slices or whatnot, you can definitely use it. Or you can go completely the other route and go do a vegetarian pizza as well.
But really, I'm feeling a little bit of protein for this dish.
So the first thing that we're gonna do is put our Naan flatbread in the preheated oven at 400 degrees. We're putting it in the oven before we put all the toppings on because we like a crispy crust. If you prefer a really soft crust, you can just put all your toppings on right away. But we're gonna just put it in the oven for about 5 minutes or so. All right, so these were in the oven for 5 minutes. They are looking great. So we're gonna start off by putting on our sauce. You can do whatever you so choose. You can even do like an Alfredo sauce if you want.
Barbecue for chicken barbecue pizza.
And that's something easy that often people have on hand. With spinach, you can grab a cutting board and chop it up. I'm just gonna rip it apart to save dishes to wash.
And the nice thing about homemade pizza is you're not gonna be nickeling and diming yourself for each extra topping that you want.
You can see Brian is putting a lot of toppings on his, but it does hold up very well, and especially since we did stick it in the oven for 5 minutes before we put on the sauces, it'll hold up even better.
And with that, we are ready to put these in the oven.
Again, the oven's already preheated, so we are going to stick these in for about 10 minutes, and we'll take a look and see how they are.
We have our pizza plated, and it is looking delicious. These are each different, but that's the nice thing about making them at home. On these smaller style flatbreads that you can do is that you can really customize your pizza to your liking.
And with these pizzas, if you see on the You can't really see that far, but on the bottom, they're not burnt, they're crispy, which is what we like. But again, it's up to you if you wanna pre-bake them or not. They came out really good. We're so excited to try them.
Gotta try in confidence. They're what you make it, and this is delicious.
Don't let him lie to you though. He already took a bite before we started shooting this.
100%. I was hungry.
He had a lot of the traditional like toppings and the cheese and the pasta sauce, but
An actual pizza. Continue.
But with the goat cheese and the pesto, it's a really nice lighter style flatbread that is perfect for summertime dinner.
Since this is a flatbread pizza, we're gonna call it a flatizza. But these were very delicious and we recommend you try them. Thanks again so much too for watching Cooking with Dakotas. And again, let us know what you wanna see us make in the comments.
Thanks for tuning in for this episode of Cooking with Dakotas. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our page, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single episode.
Cheers.